Hello dear students, welcome back again to Chinmoye's YouTube channel. So we have completed almost all topics of photosynthesis. So this is the last part of photosynthesis which we are going to cover today. That is the carbon cycle. So if you have not yet gone through the previous episodes of photosynthesis, please go through it. I am putting the link in the description box below as well as in the I link above. So go through them as I have tried to discuss each and every part in details with diagrams, with flowcharts and all. So go through it. It will be easier for you to learn this topic of photosynthesis. So let us start with today's episode. Now, what is carbon cycle? So carbon cycle is actually, it's a cyclical process. It continues in the form of a cycle in which the carbon element is circulated continuously through the living and the non-living components of the biosphere. So this is called a carbon cycle. So it's a cyclical process and in which the carbon element is circulated continuously throughout the living and the non-living components. So let us see how it is circulated continuously. Now here let us see that we know that carbon is the basic element of all the constituents of living organisms. So in fact it is the most essential constituent of organic components like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, nucleic acids. So all they contain carbon, right? So carbohydrates, proteins. So all it is the basic elements, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, nucleic acids. So all are having carbon as their component. It is an essential constituent of all the organic compounds. So they are all having carbon as a constituent of them. So what carbon, how it is present in the atmosphere, we should know first. So it is, full atmosphere is actually a reservoir of carbon. So first let us take the example of photosynthesis. So carbon is present in carbon dioxide gas also. So these green plants use carbon dioxide and they prepare their own food. So they are absorbing the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and they are preparing their own food. Okay, by the process of photosynthesis. Now when these animals, they are having they are producing oxygen and these plants carbohydrates is converted to animal carbohydrate when they are eating these plants. So it comes from the plants to the animals. So they are using the carbon dioxide of the atmosphere to prepare their own food as carbohydrate. So carbohydrate or starch is prepared and by the process of photosynthesis they are preparing food. Now these animals, they are consuming these plants and these plant carbohydrate is converted into animal carbohydrate. So is it clear? Now what happens when plants and animals, they are respiring by oxidizing the carbohydrates in their cells to release energy, again they are giving out carbon dioxide to the atmosphere and which in turn it is released. When it is released to the atmosphere, again what happens when these plants and animals, they are dying. So when they die, their bodies are decomposed and carbon dioxide is again returned to the atmosphere. Now again you can see that humans, they are burning fossil fuels. So this fossil fuel also at times they are some of the we can say that they are changing the fossil fuels like coal and petroleum, they are burning. So that burning of coal and petroleum is also is a slow chemical change. It is giving out carbon dioxide. So from the factories like petrol, kerosene, diesel, which are being burned, and they are also emitting carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. So when these fuels are burning, they are giving out carbon dioxide which goes on to the atmosphere. Now these animals after death and all, these ancient animals, they become fossils. So these fossils, after staying long in under the pressure, temperature and all, like weathering of rocks will happen and they will turn to fossil fuels, and these fossil fuels we humans are taking out and we are burning in factory. So that is also changing that fossil fuel to carbon and that is mixing in the atmosphere. So again we can say that what is weathering of rocks. So some of the carbon dioxide is present dissolved in the state of we can say in water state also, and this gets converted to calcium carbonate. Okay, so this is getting converted to CaCO3 or calcium carbonate, and limestone and other carbonate rocks they are provided. So weathering of carbonate containing rocks or the treatment of these minerals, they also give out carbon dioxide. Now another source of carbon dioxide is, we can say that, acid rains. So acid rains is another source of carbon dioxide. So acid rain, when on these rocks falls on this rocks, acid rain when falls on these type of rocks, what will happen? The release of carbon dioxide happens. Okay, is it clear? Now let us see in the next slide there are any points or not. Now here also same thing we have told, from the factory emissions, from the ocean uptake, also from fossil fuels. It is now fossil fuels are having carbon in it, so it's a constituent. One of the constituent is carbon. So from the death of the animal, these are being deposited year after year. From the decay of the plants and animals, after being in the soil for many years, they turn to fossil fuels. These fossil fuels are taken out and burnt in factories, so they lead to emission of carbon dioxide. Plant respiration, carbon dioxide is released. Animal respiration, carbon dioxide is released. Now this all carbon dioxide is taken up during photosynthesis. So this is a constant carbon dioxide cycle. So it's a carbon cycle. Oxygen, carbon dioxide is being absorbed by the plant, and then again it is absorbed by we can say it is absorbed by the plants for photosynthesis, which in turn again moves on in a cyclical manner to form atmospheric carbon dioxide. Now here we will just do a quick recap of what we have discussed till now. So what are the main steps of carbon cycle in nature? Now first one, as discussed earlier, is the photosynthesis. Second one is respiration. We all know that. Burning of fuel, I have just now discussed. Weathering of rocks is also a contributing to the carbon cycle in nature. Now next comes the acid rains. Now that also we have discussed in the previous slide. And last but not the least are volcanic eruptions. So how these volcanic eruptions are contributing? Actually, hot springs and volcanic eruptions, they release a huge amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. So there is a continuous exchange of carbon dioxide between the atmosphere and the water bodies and the living beings. So between the atmosphere, between the water bodies and the living beings. So this is a continuous cycle. So atmosphere, water bodies and the living beings. So all they are contributing to the, we can say that all they are contributing to the carbon cycle of the atmosphere. So this combustion of fossil fuels, this inorganic carbonate shells, animal waste products. Okay, so now these all are contributing to some parts or the other, and there are from water bodies how carbonates in water. I have told you in the first slide only, carbonates in water also, like limestones and all which are present in water, they are also emitting some amount of carbon to the atmosphere. So this is all about carbon cycle. So please do read through the whatever I have taught you to the full photosynthesis part, whatever phases I have taught you in photosynthesis. I have taught you all the steps of light and dark reaction. I have taught you the structure of stomata, structure of leaf, everything in details have been taught in this lesson. So if you have not gone through that, please refer to the link given below, refer to the description box and whatever link I am putting in the I box above. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because the upcoming lessons I'll be teaching you the human physiology part. So the first part is circulatory system. So stay tuned, stay updated with all my videos, what I'm posting, and please don't forget to share my videos. Thank you.